Good evening. The question is asked, what is the science of torture? To answer this question, we will consult the tarot. When it comes to torture, the purpose, the aim is to extract spiritual currency from your environment. I have been speaking about spiritual currency for some time, but not necessarily from the perspective where you are extracting the currency from a particular element or vessel outside of yourself. It is one thing to generate spiritual currency from within. But since we are specifically dealing with torture, or your sense of touch, the sense of touch is simply based upon your mood, which is determined based upon the chemicals in your bloodstream. Our emotional state determines the type of chemicals that are released into the bloodstream. So when we are happy or joyful, certain chemicals are being released into the bloodstream that allows us to feel that. On the flip side, when we don't feel positive emotions, it is also a chemical reaction. So we are dealing with alchemy. The science of torture is utilizing the sense of touch, the sense of feeling, as a vessel or as a medium to alter your consciousness. The purpose is not to just suffer without any gain. You are creating or generating energy so that it attracts more of that energy. So even the science or art of torture has its spiritual components once it is understood to be artistic. We are able to extract pleasure from things that will otherwise give us pain by simply adjusting our mindset, altering our brain waves. We are able to experience things from a different perspective. That perspective is not available to us under normal circumstances. So from this position, a person could be bleeding, hurt, but if they are mentally trained and emotionally trained, that becomes an avenue to extract currency from what we call prana, that is all around us, the intelligence that is all around us. You open yourself up to it when you create a flow of blood, because you are then working with the water element, just a more potent form of water. Because this type of water will create a psychedelic experience. If you are able to create mentally a state where you feel nothing but pleasure and lock that into your consciousness while you experience pain, you will be able to offset the pain, because the power of the mind is just that powerful. If we can control fire with the mind, we can control pain with the mind, because we are simply manipulating the elements. In this case, we are manipulating the brain, because once we understand how vast of experiences we can have when we master the ability to alter our mindset, which will control our entire experience, the more we understand we can get closer to this reality, the more energy we generate. So torture is a quicker way to generate a large amount of energy. Wherever there is pain and suffering, there is large amounts of energy that is being generated. Most of the time, this energy is scattered, so it dissipates. However, if you are able to, once again, lock that energy down with intention and navigate the experience, controlling your emotion, your third eye opens naturally when you subject yourself to torture and can bear it with the power of your mind. The more powerful your mind, the more pain you can bear. The more pain you can bear, the more pain you can generate. And the more pain you can generate, the more spiritual currency you can then extract from your environment and utilize it for anything else you desire. Peace.